Now, if you see, today's objective is to start up with the core, that is Fuse, right? Before I start up, I will just talk a bit about what SOA is and in what way actually SOA will be implemented by JBoss, Red Hat uh, distributions. Okay, so there are many products which are used in order to meet the requirement of SOA. Fine. So what I'll do, I'll just go and talk a bit about SOA, and then probably we'll start up with how to download, what are the products which are there, in what way actually we can go and improvise. Now, SOA as term indicates stands for service oriented architecture, right? It means here I will not think about a function, I will not think about low level artifacts which are used in order to develop a program. I will think about service as a whole. Okay, so you can say that element which you have to analyze here is a service. Right?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Do you remember last session? I mean, you wanted to do some installations and all that stuff. I haven't got any document from you or anything. So, I mean, you are starting with SOA, right? So it shouldn't be any dependent on that one, right?
No, and whatever installations are there, I will be sharing with you because I was not aware about the blog which was shared with you, right? So now I will share it with you. Installation and everything will be shared with you, and you'll be able to do installation from today onwards.
Okay.
Right. If you see here, we have to think about a service. Now, what are the perspective from where actually we can look at service? What all are the ways in which actually you will be interacting with the service? That's what is the basic objective of today, and I will take you through products which we are going to use along with installation, setting it up, testing the installation, or verifying the installation and all. I'm sure that after I share document, you will be able to do it. Yes, you have to register yourself to Red Hat, and once you have registered, then only you will be able to download. Can you mute yourself because some echo will be there if you will not. I'll mute you. Right. So when we talk about service, what we need to do is we need to talk from following perspective. First is I need to think from perspective of service provider. Then we have to think from perspective of service consumer. And then we have to think from perspective of service registry provider. So I'll be playing either role of service provider, or I'll be playing role of service consumer, or I'll be playing role of service registry provider. Now, service registry provider is something where you will have storage of all metadata of a particular service, which will be used by clients in order to consume the service. Okay. So from developers' point of view, these are the three different key roles that you will be playing. Now, apart from this, when we talk about service also means that in what way architecture should be laid out so that whatever services you are going to deploy, they carry following features. They should be portable, they should be maintainable, they should be able to adopt the changes quickly. They should be able to adopt the changes quickly. You have to focus on availability of the service, right? You can say that at least 24/7 availability. You have to take responsibility of ensuring that it has failover features, so that in case if service is down, client is provided with an alternate mode of operation. Right? Otherwise, what happens? availability will get hit. So you have to ensure that all these are features which are part of your services, and these features are provided by adopting robust architecture. Right. Now, big question comes here, fine. How to adopt robust architectures in order to help you to meet all these requirements which I spoke just now: portability, maintainability, adopt changes quickly, availability, failover, right? You can go and select from n number of product stacks which are available that helps you to implement SOA. Okay, one of them is JBoss. Let me call it as Red Hat, JBoss, Fuse. Apart from that, you will have Mule. Apart from that, you will have from Oracle, you will have Oracle SOA suite. Apart from that, you will have IBM products. Now, these products actually comes with features of helping you in writing your services and making your services portable, maintainable, adopt changes with availability 24/7, availability, failover features, right? So you can go and adopt various architectures in order to get all these features if you are using these products. Okay. Now please remember that each of these products will have some SOA reference form. Right. What is a reference model? Reference model is a document, you can say. It's a guideline, set of guidelines that helps you to align different products and deploy your services in those products in order to meet all these requirements. Okay. So someone is asking you what are the benefits of adopting or using Red Hat JBoss Fuse as your SOA product. Very simple, you can say it is portable, maintainable, changes are embedded quickly, availability and failover can be provided by going with various architectures, out of which one of them is clustered architecture as well. Okay, is that clear? If someone is asking you why we go with these products, we'll be able to answer, right, Kisha? Good. Now comes what Fuse is made up of, right? So let me first introduce you with what Fuse is made up of. And right here, Red Hat, JBoss, Fuse. Now Fuse is collection. You can say it's a collection of various products bundled all in one. Right? Primary products which are bundled here with JBoss Fuse are, I'll write here, JBoss, Red Hat, MQ, right? Now this is powered by ActiveMQ, which is an open source. It means JBoss came up with a product called as JBoss Red Hat AMQ, which internally uses ActiveMQ. Right? Apart from ActiveMQ, JBoss has added certain other products to this ActiveMQ that helps you to do better management of your ActiveMQ instance. Right? So we'll see what actually JBoss has done. Then you have Camel. Now this Camel is used for implementing EIP, that is Enterprise Integration Patterns. Okay, so they have Camel inbuilt inside Red Hat JBoss Fuse. Objective of Camel is to implement Enterprise Integration Patterns. right? This comes with, it provides a language specifically by using Java and Springs. Okay, to author patterns, or let me say to implement patterns. Again, Camel provides you a collection of artifacts, right, using which you can go and implement enterprise integration pattern, right? And this particular language, which I'm talking about, provides a language which can be Java or Spring to implement patterns, is what is called as DSL, which stands for Domain Specific Language. Okay, so you'll find that when you go with business rule, you will have to use a business rule language, right? Similarly, when you go with integration, Camel provides you a DSL, which is specifically Java and or Springs. It means I can use Java DSL, or I can also go ahead and use Spring DSL in order to write my integration part. Okay, now this Camel also comes pre-bundled with JBoss Q. With JBoss Q. Okay, sure, is that clear? Are you following me now?
Yes.
Good. Now third, let me write here ESB. Now ESB also comes inbuilt in JBoss Q, which provides capability of integration, or you can say which provides capability of service bus. It stands for enterprise service bus. Now, apart from ESB, Red Hat JBoss Fuse also provided capability of OSGI. Now, this OSGI is used for dynamic loading and unloading. Right, so you will see how actually OSGI is also used, right? Is that clear? What is content of Red Hat JBoss Fuse?
Niranjan, what is OSGI? It was breaking actually. What exactly does?
OSGI is a bundle, you can say it's an implementation that can be used in order to dynamically load and unload artifacts, because at the end of the day they are written in Java. So if you want that, you should have capability of dynamically loading classes which you need and dynamically unloading it, you can go and use OSGI. It helps you to improvise the way class loaders are used.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so instead of mandatorily loading all the classes, OSGI provides you selective approach of loading and unloading. Once we move forward, you will see a benefit of OSGI. Okay, for example, Eclipse, if you know, in Eclipse you have perspectives, right? Java perspective, J2E perspective, right?
Yes. Yes.
So when you move from Java to J2E perspective, you will find that certain artifacts of J2E are loaded. Similarly, when you move from J2E to Java perspective, you will find that those artifacts get unloaded. So it keeps your Eclipse loaded with only those classes which are needed as per perspective that you have selected. Okay, the same concept is there here. We can use OSGI bundle in order to do dynamic loading and unloading of, you say, camel routes or camel artifacts. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it provides actually benefit of you say having only those artifacts working and occupying memory which are actually needed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you go with VAX, until and unless you will not start entire web script application server, until unless all classes are not loaded, you cannot think of deployment and activation of the services. But in case of OSGI bundle or those environments which are powered by OSGI, you'll find capability of ensuring that only those artifacts are loaded which are needed. Rest of them can be unloaded. So it provides you capability of dynamically tuning the class loader so that only those classes which are needed are loaded in the runtime. So it helps you to decrease memory footprint of your services.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Fine. Now next, apart from you said downloading, or you have choice how to actually start working with Red Hat Fuse. What we can do is, I'll write here what to download. You have a choice. You can download all in one, or you can download those which you need. Now, for example, if I need only MQ, I don't need Camel as of now because I have not moved to integration of writing integration logic using Camel. What you can do, you can just go and download JBoss MQ, right? So I'll show you from where you'll be downloading. So if you see, this is the place. I'll just go here. I'll copy. And I'll paste it here. So let's work with downloading Red Hat JBoss AMQ. Right?
Okay.
URL that you have to follow or use this. Now once you go here, once you click on this URL, you have to enter user ID and password. Right? So it means that you have to register. I will specify my user ID and password which you can use. User ID is Niranjan.Pandey5 and password is okay.
Niranjan, are you putting that one there? So you will be sharing, right? The document?
Yeah. This is the reason why I am writing it here. I'll be sharing it. So once you have this document, today you can go and you can work with ActiveMQ, test it on your system as well.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So this is what is user ID and password.
I don't see that.
Go here.
On the screen, it's not changing anything. Are you writing there or?
Oh, yeah. 1 second. I just make it.
And also, your voice is not like every 30 seconds.
I'm there. I'm not there in office. I'm there in Infosys.
Hardly. I mean, it's
some urgent.
It's not
some urgent issue here. I have to travel. Wait. Yeah, are you able to see now?
Yes.
What to download?
Yes, I can see now.
Right. If you see, I have entered my user ID and password also. I have written here user ID and password as well. Right?
Yes.
Now, I'll go to the web page here where I have this download, and I need to just click on this feature. In order to download, I'll just click on this download. Are you able to see?
I see that's the same what to download screen. I don't see anything else. It's your voice is also kind of like jumping and. Okay.
Fine. Are you able to see now the download?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the place where you have to click. Okay. Once you will click, it will start the download. Right. If you see, I am logged in as Niranjan, so I am getting the download. Fine. I will not download. I have just I have already downloaded it.
No, you can skip that
And
step.
it automatically actually starts. Yeah, it automatically starts the download. Once you have downloaded, you will get. You see, it starts the download automatically, which I have to cancel. Okay. I'll just go and cancel it. Now, once you have downloaded this, you will get a folder, something similar to this. You see here? Are you able to see JBoss folder? I'll just go to my downloads. Yeah, here. So I have this folder here called as JBoss ActiveMQ. I'll just open it. Now, once I open it, you'll find a directory structure. Are you able to see the directory structure? It contains bin, it contains data, it contains deploy, it contains etc, it contains extra, fabric, lib. All these are directories which are present under JBoss AMQ 6.1.0 Red Hat. Okay. Now we all know what is significance of bin. Bin contains all executables. In order to start your ActiveMQ instance, in order to start the broker, in order to start various services, you have all those startup steps present in bin. Okay. Then comes etc. Now etc comes with something which is distributed, which will be used internally by your instance. So if you see JB.xml is there, it means internally it comes along with the web server as well. Okay. So as of now, important folder is bin, because this is what contains all your executables. Is that fine, Kishore? Kishore, is that fine?
Oh yeah, that's correct. That's fine.
Fine. Right. So now you have bin. From here onwards, you have to be careful, because we are going to see how actually you will go and configure it on your system. After downloading, you need to see certain files which are important. For example, I'll just go to etc. This is the file where you will do configuration. Now in ETC, these two are very important files. You have system.properties, you have user.properties. Okay, these two are very important files. In user.properties, you will go and you will add credentials, right, which you want users to enter whenever they access it. So I'll just open it so that you can see the entry in the file.
Okay.
Fine. So are you able to see the file I have opened?
Yes.
And if you see here, you have admin equal to admin, comma, admin. So you can say it is user ID and password. Right? Combination is user. This is user ID. This is password, and admin is the role. Okay. So if you want to create your own users, you can just go and enter here. Press enter. Right here, user 1 equal to something, and if we want to make a member of the admin, you can go and specify the role as admin as well. Okay.
So Niranjan, what is that admin equal to admin, comma admin? What is that? It's what is the username?
Admin is the username. That one which you can see in red color. You see the format here.
Okay.
User equal to password, comma role 1, comma role 2.
Okay, got it.
Fine. So in your case, once you will download, you'll find it probably commented. So uncommented.
Okay.
Okay. After uncommenting, save it. Then comes system.properties. Now this system.properties is basically important file, very important file, because if you want to use management console so that you get a very decent GUI, a web application that helps you to actually manage, monitor, create your ActiveMQ, or you can say JBoss MQ resources, you have to go and configure this as well. I'll just show you what you have to configure. I'll open this file as well. Now in this file, if you see, you have all configurations. Important ones as of now which you need to understand here is ActiveMQ configuration. If you see, I'm there at ActiveMQ configuration. Are you able to see ActiveMQ port, ActiveMQ.host, ActiveMQ.url? You're able to see, right?
Yes.
Good. And if you see down in the same page, down authentication, you have authentication must match an entry in user.properties with the admin privilege. So if you see ActiveMQ.jmx.user equal to admin, ActiveMQ.jmx.password equal to admin, right? And this is the JMX code. Now, if you see in your case or when you download fresh, you'll find this also commented. Please ensure that it is also uncommented. Okay? Because if you will find it commented, you will not be able to log in the management console UI to manage your ActiveMQ instances.
What is profile, Niranjan? What is profile?
Fine. Now profile is, for example, when we talk about profile, profile is collection of features that actually you get from the instance, right? So this system.properties file profile is MQ. It will provide you capability of managing your MQ instance. You will not get capability of managing camel instance on this, because you have to go and create another profile for that, which should have camel also. But as of now, we have not downloaded camel. We have just downloaded MQ, right?
So this profile is basically, whatever the Linux profile, or it's an AMQ profile?
It is AMQ profile.
Okay, so it doesn't have to anything with the operating system, right?
No, nothing. It's just a composite administrative unit. A profile comes with a number of components. So when we talk about AMQ profile, it comes with MQ components. When we talk about, you say, fuse profile, it's a combination of a number of profiles like AMQ, camel. It means you can manage all these components from fuse profile.
Okay.
Okay, you can create your own profile as well. I'll just go and save it. So these two files are there which are important, which you need to manipulate, which you need to actually edit in order to configure your instances and make them ready to run. Okay, so I'll just go to my PowerPoint slide. Again, I have tried making it such a way that all these tasks are captured. Fine.
Okay.
Now, fine. So after downloading, you will start with the product installation. But before you install the product, you need to know what actually is JBoss AMQ. Okay. Now, if you see, JBoss AMQ is a comprehensive standard-based messaging platform. Why we talk about messaging in SOA? Because asynchronous messaging is an important pattern which is used by most of the enterprise integration patterns, right? So if you see, JBoss AMQ is also a messaging platform which can be configured with combination of components for a customizable IP footprint. It means if load is more, you can tell your MQ to adopt that particular kind of configuration. You can just go and select from here what you use. If you don't need few things, you can just eliminate it, right? So this is what is your JBoss AMQ. You can say it's a messaging platform, okay, to be very simple, right?
So it is a provider, right? Actually, JBoss AMQ is a provider, right? It's a broker, right?
Yes, it's a messaging platform. Powered by Active MQ. Okay. Fine. Now let's see architecture. Now, if you see architecture of JBoss AMQ, it's comprehensive. It will come up with n number of tools. Instances, if you see, it contains Apache ActiveMQ, right? Now, this Apache ActiveMQ provides reliable messaging platform. Apart from this, your JBoss AMQ adds concept of container. It means I can have n number of containers, and each container can have its own artifacts provided by JBoss. Okay, right? So we'll come up with containers shortly once we move forward. Then you have Apache Karaf and Fuse Fabric. Basically, combination of Apache Karaf and Fuse Fabric can be used in order to build your cloud, which I will tell you once we move forward, right? How to use it. Then you have n number of development and tooling. You can say that you have JBoss IDE using which you can actually talk to JBoss AMQ. So you have various tooling here which can be used. If I maximize this, you'll find here develop, test, debug, refine, deploy, and we can go and use JBoss Developer Studio, which includes JBoss Fuse ID. Apart from this, you can have managing and monitoring console also. That helps you to keep continuous eye on the instance, on the messaging, on the number of messages, on the rate of message consumption, on the rate of message delivery, right? And you can have a messaging, you can say monitoring system in place. So if you see, you have Apache ActiveMQ. Apart from that, JBoss AMQ adds capability of treating it as in form of container. If you see, you can do dynamic resource management, dynamic deployment, security, provisioning. Right? It means JBoss AMQ provides a container inside which you have ActiveMQ instances like broker, you have topic, you have queue, right? And you can control the life cycle of container. For example, if I want to stop providing access to certain resources that you have created using Apache ActiveMQ, you can go and you can manipulate it using container. Okay, so container provides you extra capabilities to your Apache ActiveMQ. Fine, and it uses internally what? Fuse Fabric and Apache Karaf. Apart from that, you can also interact with Red Hat JBoss MQ for writing your messaging related code. by using JBoss developer. And also it provides you what? A management and monitoring system. So it provides you system metrics, automated discovery, container status, automatic updates. So all these features are bundled in Red Hat JBoss AMQ. Okay, so it's not only Apache ActiveMQ, but entire system that helps you to develop, that helps you to monitor, that helps you to segregate responsibilities into n number of containers.
Niranjan, quick question. The regular, Apache ActiveMQ, which is an open source, doesn't have all these features, right?
No, it will not.
So pretty much you have to handle all that stuff in general if somebody is using Apache ActiveMQ alone in their project. So
obviously, yes. Yes, you have to handle the rest of the things which are you can say which are automatically provided to you by JBoss.
So is the JBoss AMQ is an open source or it's a licensed version?
No, it's an open source. If you see all these products which they are using are open source products. Like Apache Karaf is from Apache.
No, but the whole product I'm talking about, like JBoss AMQ from Red Hat, is it like a licensed product, or if somebody is planning to use it for a project or something like the production based, is it like a license?
Yeah, support license is what you have to take. But if you want to use and manage it on your own, you can go ahead with that. But if you want support.
So in general, the AMQ is a open source project itself, right? The whole thing?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Like, the reason why I'm asking was we have JBoss AS, and you have a community version and you have a enterprise version. So if you go with enterprise, that is the same way they do that here?
Yeah, you have EAP and you have enterprise. You say EAP is there, which is licensed. This is enterprise application platform.
And
you have various other builds also of JBoss. So you can download this in form of source also. Okay, so you'll get it, and as I told you that you may need support license.
Okay.
Fine. Some of the features of MQ. Reliable messaging. When we talk about reliable messaging, it means it adds automated reliability features. So if you see, foundation of Red Hat is high performance message brokers that are deployed with very small footprint. It does not require the JBoss broker on both end of connection. This messaging layer is based on Apache ActiveMQ. So it means that it does dynamic loading of the artifacts which are required in order to build connections.
I didn't get that.
Yeah.
I didn't get that point actually. It does not require a JBoss broker on both ends of the connection. What does that mean?
I'll tell you. See, usually what happens when you go and, for example, I'm producer and someone else is consumer, right?
Okay.
So, if I want to communicate with ActiveMQ, you say with JBoss AMQ, I don't need to have stubs at my end also configured. I don't need channel, right? Without having channel resource at my end, I need not download client, resources and put it in my system in form of native library or in form of JBoss to build the channel. For example, if you go with WebSphere MQ, you can communicate with WebSphere MQ queue manager only if you have the channel at your end, because it builds a channel internally. So you will need some configuration that needs to be done at client end also if you are not using JMS. Right? In case of AMQ, that can be avoided. Right? So you don't need brokers at both ends, because you can communicate with
the JMS only, right? I mean, it needs to communicate with the JMS.
Yes, you can use JMS and ActiveMQ. Jars are there which comes with ActiveMQ API also. So you can write proprietary API. You can use proprietary API also instead of using JMS API. But it avoids having, you say, infrastructure at both ends, at client as well as server. In other words, you can communicate with JBoss AMQ from a client without downloading and configuring any extra component on the client's machine.
Okay.
That's what is the benefit. That's what we say, that it doesn't require a JBoss broker on both ends of the tunnel. Right. A standard-based platform, it understands whatever standards are adopted today. For example, JMS, TCP, SSL, UDP, NMS, AMQP, right? AMQP is the main protocol, and if you see tech preview only is there. Then MQTT, multicast transport protocols, and many others. So whatever standard protocols are there, your Red Hat JBoss AMQ understands it. Okay. Right, so this way it requires minimal proprietary knowledge, leverage a large development community, and reduces training cost. Right, so since it is based on standard protocols like JMS and all, your learning curve will be less in order to go and use it as a messaging platform in your enterprise architecture. Right, now comes tooling. Inbuilt tools will come along with Fuse ID for development. Apart from that, you can also use JON, that is JBoss Operation Network for monitoring, and Fabric Management Console for management. So we'll see this Fabric Management Console just in a couple of minutes. Okay. Now, apart from that, you have certain features of message broker like cross-language client, pluggable transport, flexible persistence, JMS streams for very large messages, like 1 gigabyte of message can be streamed using JMS. Message compression, your message can be compressed so that it takes less amount of memory. Configurable profiles, you can go and you can fine tune your profile depending on elements that you actually want to use. And you have a security framework. It means that it understands GAS, Java Authentication and Authorization. So you can secure your artifacts. You can secure your consumer. You can secure your producers. You can specify that only users with this role should be able to access the broker. And internally it uses what? JAS, Java Authentication and Authorization API. So all these are features which are provided to you by message broker. Is that clear?
Yes.
Right, good. Now comes installation. If you see, in order to install, it's very simple. Ensure that you have the right JRE, Java 6 or later JRE 1.7. You need 200 MB of free disk space and at least 2 GB of RAM.
What is Fuse runtime platform?
Yes, Fuse runtime platform in the sense, when I say I'm going to use JBoss Red Hat, right? Internally, it contains Fuse component also, apart from Apache ActiveMQ. This is the reason why we are calling it as Fuse runtime platform. For example, if I say Oracle runtime platform, it means what? In order to use Oracle tools, you need certain prerequisites. So what I can do is, I can remove this from here and I can write here JBoss AMQ. Okay? This is also fine. Instead of this, I wrote Fuse because we are going to use Fuse. It's clear, right? So in order to actually install JBoss AMQ, you need to have Java because it uses Java in order to create broker, create instances and all. It's written in Java, so it will need GRE. This is what is prerequisite. Download it. I've shown you from where, and unzip it. Right, using any WinZip or WinRAR, depends what operating system you have. If you have Windows or Mac, you can go and you can use tar utility also. Right. So there are various utilities that help you to unzip.
Okay.
Once you do this, your installation is done. Okay. So just download, extract, ensure that you have the right URL. Next comes configuration. As I told you that you need to configure a remote user, right? So if you see server's remote command console is not configured with a default user. Now until and unless you will not configure it with a default user, you will not be able to set up your JBoss AMQ. You will not be able to use management console in order to have graphical or GUI based administration of your JBoss AMQ, right? So if you see Red Hat JBoss AMQ is not installed with a default user. Before you can remotely manage a server, you need to add a user. I told you in beginning 2 important files that you have to manipulate in order to do that, and those 2 are what? If you see, those 2 are very simple. I have shown you already. System.properties and user.properties.
Yes.
Okay. You have to just go and uncomment. Steps are already written here. Once you follow these steps, you'll be able to do that. So you have to go and edit user.properties. And if you see, this is how you will add. Open users.properties, locate the line, and uncomment the line. Right? Change, if you want to have a different username, you can change the username. Right? As of now, we have not changed. Let's use admin. This is how you will add the user. After adding the user, your next step is to go and enable your your messaging. You can say JBoss Red Hat AMQ to support remote or you say management console. Very simple. I told you system.properties. You have to go to system.properties and locate these 2 lines, activemq.jmx.user and activemq.jmx.password, and you have to uncomment these also. Okay? Right? Please ensure that this user and password must be present in your user.properties also. If I will write here admin1, I should ensure that I have added that user in my user.properties file. Okay?
Okay.
So very important, must match an entry in user.properties with admin privilege. So if you are using any other user, ensure that that user is there in users.properties file. Is that clear?
Yes.
Good. Now, once you have done this, time comes when you have to verify, right? So let me go and verify it. I'll just go to my command prompt. I will launch a command prompt. If you see, you can launch it in Windows, you can launch it in Linux, wherever you want, you can go and you can launch it.
Okay.
I will launch my command console here. Let it get launched. It's nothing but it's terminal, or you can say it's command prompt. I'll clear screen to come up. This is what is my current working directory. I will move to and move to JBoss AMQ, my download which I have extracted. I'll do ls here. If you see, I have bin, I have instances and all. I'll just go to bin because all runtime are there in bin. Now my present working directory is bin. I'll just go and write pwd. I'm in bin now. Okay. Fine. Now I have to go and start. Right. I have to go and I have to start my AMQ instance so that clients can start using it. Right. So you see, I'll show you the command. You have here start, right?
Yes.
You have here admin. You have here AMQ, right? You have here stop. You have here status. You have here set env. Are you able to see all? You have Sarah.
Yes.
So all these are utilities that we can use. Let's go and take one by one. I'll go and I will start. The minute I do this, command gets executed. I want to check what is the status. In order to check status, I'll go with admin. Right?
Yes.
And you see, I am using here just enter. The minute I say enter, it displays me help. If you want to list all existing container instances, you want to check the status of an instance. Right? So what we do, we'll go check it. We'll first see what all container instances are running. I'll use admin. I'll write list. Now, are you able to see here?
Yes.
What is the name of the instance? Root. What is the port which it has occupied? These are the ports. Right? SSH port is this 8101, and state as of now is starting. Means it is starting in the background. Right? Now I want to see the status of a particular instance. I'll write here status and I'll write here root. If you see it is still starting, let it start. Once it has started successfully, it will show you status as what? Started. Okay?
Why
are you able to see now? It started?
Yes. When you started the process, right, why it is named as root?
Because this is I have named it root. This is the default name for the first container.
Oh, okay.
If I go here and list, okay, by default internally it has this root.
Oh,
I can go and I can create my own.
So somewhere in the properties file you named it as a root?
I have not. By default it is. If I want, I can go and I can add my own also.
Yeah, that's what, I was like, I wanted to see that, how do I change the name of that, the process, which is otherwise it gets...
All that we will see. Yeah. Yeah, all that we will see. Let's move forward. At least we will see. We will see all that. You don't worry. We will create a number of instances. We'll give our own names to those instances also. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So as of now we are starting up. So let me ensure that the product is present, and then obviously I am going to tell you how to work in more detail with more things here.
Not a problem.
Right. So it is started now, right?
Yes.
I'll just go here. Now I'll say status instance name root. If you see, if I go admin, you will find. Are you able to see here create?
Yes.
So how to create your own? By just using what?
Admin
create, right? And give name, whatever name you want. Right? It created, right? A new instance. Now if I go and if I run list.
So is it basically creating a complete container of AMQ?
Yes. Yes, right. Now you understand. So you see now you have another instance running called root. If you want to start, what you have to do?
Okay.
Okay. So I will show you all this. You don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay. So forget about this as of now. In case if I want to delete, let me delete it. I have here destroy. Now I'll go and I list. I'll find only one. Okay. So I can create, I can list, I can start, or means I can do whatever I want. Okay. When it comes to number of instances. As of now, we are hosting only one instance. Right. This part is done. We are clear with this. Right. Let me keep that command open. Admin list.
Okay.
So as of now, one instance is there. Next, what we have to do. So we have verified. Now let's go and run some program in order to ensure that once I have started my instance, it is producing message, it is consuming message.
Okay.
Right? So in order to help you in verifying, in order to help you in doing the test, your JBoss AM2 distributes you with some program. If I go to extras, in extras I have some jar files, client.jar. I'll show you. You have empty client.jar, right? So it provides you already written program in order to verify that your instance is fine and it is done. Right? The program that you have to run is like this.
Yes. I have a lot of lag going on. I think it's the screens are jumping. Where was that? This folder? This was in the root folder, wherever you had extraction of JIMQ, right?
Yes.
Extra.
Yes, it was there. I'll just say back here. Extras.
Okay. Okay.
You have extras. In extras, you have M2 client.jar. It provides you already written program so that you can test that your instance is behaving correctly. Right? Now what I'll do, I'll just go and write the program. I'll write the command line. If you see, it's almost everything is documented. I've tried documenting after testing, and we are working on the recent version. Now, I'll just open a new shell, new tab. I'll go to cd JBoss. I'll go back. And here I will type the program. User is admin, password is admin, and I'm telling, please produce the messages. Right? I'm running the producer. Objective is just to test. It's not very useful from production perspective. You see, it has produced messages, right? Messages are sent. It means producer is able to produce a message to this particular instance. Now, same thing we will do, and we will test for consumer also. Only difference is instead of producer, you will change it to consumer. So whatever messages are produced, now you are testing whether it is getting consumed or not. And if you see here, it consumes, received all the messages. Right? You don't worry about this error because it will go and it will try to reconnect. This is the reason why it's giving you error. Okay. Objective here was to test producer is able to produce and set the message. Consumer is able to consume the message. So once you have done this test, it means your instance is created, it is running, and it is supporting production as well as consumption of the message. Is that fine?
So it is publishing, this producing messages on a specific queue or a topic or something like that? Or Does it mention?
It is creating a test. Yes, it is mentioned, right? It creates a test queue and then it publishes the message there.
So that is internal to that program. It was not specified command, right?
Yes. You see here, it is using destination test. Okay. This is what is the ActiveMQ TCP URL of the broker. Okay. Just in order to conduct this test, it's actually doing this.
Okay.
It's clear, right?
Okay.
Fine. So you have tested now. Your AMQ instance is done. Next is very important part. You have to go and you have to access management console, and this is where actually you will get lots of features. Okay. Now since we have started our instance, your Fuse AMQ Fuse provides you a portal which you can use in order to manage instances. Right. So let me go and specify the URL. Don't worry, it's already documented here. I will share this with you. You will be able to actually do everything that I did here, rather more than that, by putting your own hands on. Okay. I'll just go and save it. And now I will go to my browser, and in browser I'll be writing HTTP localhost and 8181 is the port. Okay. Are you able to see the management console here?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Now here what I'll do, I'll write root is the username and root is the password. Not root, admin. We gave admin, right? I miss it always. Admin is the user ID, admin is the password. This is the same user ID and password which we have used in system.properties file. Yes, this one.
This management console was installed as part of the AMQ, or
yes,
we had to install it separately?
Nothing. Whatever process I have shown you, you have to just do that process. Internally, your JBoss AMQ comes with Jetty server.
Okay.
Internally, it starts Jetty server and it deploys this application there, management console application. This user ID and password are the same user ID and password which actually we have used, which we have uncommented in user.properties and system.properties.
Admin, right?
Yes, admin. I'll just click on login. Now, once I click on login, you'll find a very good UI. Okay. Now, if you see, I'll go to admin. You see, you have preferences also. Fine. In preferences, if you see, you will get ActiveMQ, Camel, Connect, Fabric, all this. And these are the main tabs. You want to manage ActiveMQ, you will get it here. Topics.
So it's kind of like an integrated management console for all the products, right? So
yes, for all the products, but here we have not downloaded Camel, right?
Camel, yes.
You will not get Camel here.
Yeah,
okay.
That makes sense.
It is only about ActiveMQ and Fuse related products. You say fabrics and all. So you can go and you can see here, like queue is there. This was the test queue, right, which it was using internally. You can create your own queue. You have your create. You have your operations. Right?
Okay.
Topic can be created. You can monitor the health. You can go with chart view also. Right? So you have different operations that you can specify. Persistence adapter, here it is KahaDB, right? It is NoSQL DB actually which they are using. Right. Now similarly you can go to connect. If you want to connect to a remote ActiveMQ or JBoss AMQ which is running, okay? You can just go and specify here the host, the port, and you can connect to the remote server also. You can manage remote server also from this management console.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have dashboard, which provides you what is the heap usage, what is the system CPU load, non-system, and rest of the properties. You have logs, which shows you all the logs which it has entered. Okay?
Okay.
So this was the recent log. Then you have OSGI. As of now, it is not configured. You see, camel bundle. It's using internally Switch. We will see this also in upcoming sessions.
Okay.
Then you have terminal, where you can use actually command console. This is terminal. I just go here. You see, you will get JBoss AMQ, and here you can go and write the commands. Right. These are the commands. It's clear, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be using all this, don't worry. Then we have threads, which shows you what all threads are there which are running, what are the state of each thread. Right. So you get a good GUI in order to work. Is that clear?
Yes. So right now, all the users and everything are created. They're all stored in the file only, right? So
Yes. So what is stored in file?
all the users. I mean, if you create multiple users of AMQ.
Yeah. Yes, you can go and configure. As I told you that it understands JAS. So we can go and we can configure the security where you can have encrypted users and passwords also.
That is, again, you have to do it from the file only, or you have from the management console?
No, you have to configure it, not from management console. You have to configure your AMQ from the files, from XML files and all. Okay.
Yeah.
Management console provides two instances, and these instances you can go and you can manage. But in order to restrict users to have access to this management console, if you want to use some kind of user security mechanism which is not file based, you have to configure it. Fine, so that we'll see, because you have so many configuration files which we have not touched upon.
Yes.
We have just seen 2 configuration files, right?
Yes.
There are so many other configuration files also which we have to see. For example, you see system is there, and system you have various others also. So we'll go step by step. Once you have download and set up till here, then we can go and we can try customizing the architecture as per our needs.
Okay. Niranjan, in order to do the installations, I'm planning to do with what is the prefer? Can I go ahead and do it on Windows platform, or it's better to? I was actually expecting to something on Linux only. Linux, right? Okay. So, what kind of? Do you have any virtual image?
Linux is better. Linux is better.
So, do you have any VM player virtual image or something that I can download and just mount?
Yeah, I'll show you from where you can download it. Yeah. Yes. You can download it on Ubuntu.
Okay, if you can include that link. Yeah.
Not. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I don't want virtual. Okay,
I have one version already mounted actually from the Cloudera. but I don't want to use it's kind of like a
I don't
version.
want this. No, don't use.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no, and it's already it will have your Hadoop and all installed on that, right? So why we will use some other. One second, I'm not getting the name, but you have virtual machine, right? You have a VMware player, right?
Yeah, I have all that thing, and I have a
You are
whole.
using VMware player for that.
Yeah, I have one Cloudera version. The virtual image from the Cloudera, but the latest one is kind of like whenever I run that one, it is taking all the memory, and it's kind of like it's the 6 gig domain it's taking. So I need something like a stable version. I think that has Hadoop and everything, and HBase, and a lot of things that are going on.
I'll show you. Yeah. Don't use that. I'll show you fresh one. And download the recent version of Ubuntu.
Okay.
You can use Red Hat also. Ubuntu is better. It provides you GUI. What virtual boxes? That link is not coming here. This can also be used, but this is more of a virtual box. Oracle virtual box, right? It is similar to VMware. This can also be downloaded. Otherwise, if you have VMware, we can use a different one. There are many sources actually you can download. I don't remember the site, but it's there. That is best one actually. You can download any Linux flavors from there. I'll share it with you, the direct link. Sure, just give me some time. After this session, I will share it. You can download from there. The short name is there. That I don't remember that. Yes, yes, yes. I'll share that with you link. I'll just see if it's there in my. Fine. I'll share that link with you, Kishore. I have to just locate it. You can download virtual boxes also. You need to just have a plain this and you can actually do all these installations there also. Fine. So we were where? We were somewhere in Connect. Fine. Is that clear, Kishore? I will send you the link for that virtual machine. Are you there? Sure, are you there? Hello, Kishore, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. I was asking a question.
So this. Okay, yeah.
I was asking a question. If you started 2 containers and so they will be running on a different port number?
Obviously, yes.
So in a
running on different port numbers.
So in one management console, you can register the other container, right? You can do that, right?
Yes, yes, yes. We can do that. Only thing is, now this is since it is only for JBoss AMQ, you are not getting feature of creating container and all also. Otherwise, you can create container, you can create profile, you can change from one profile to other profile. This is only a few console powered by ActiveMQ. Okay. And you can go and you can register. Once you will create more instances, you will, instead of getting AMQ, you will get your own profile also added to it, your own broker also added to it. Okay, so all that you will get here. But this is, please understand that this is your management console which comes with JBoss AMQ. Okay, what we need to do is, in order to work with comprehensive queues, which I told is a collection of JBoss MQ, and then you have Camel, and then you have ESB, you have OSGI and all, right? You need to download a different down distribution for that. And that will have its own management console where you will find everything. Feature of creating container, feature of changing from a perspective from container perspective to, you say, fabric perspective, all those will be part of it. As of now, you will not see much of fabric work done on. I'll go to preference, you see. If I go to preferences, I get here fabric also, but I don't get anything here to create container. Okay, that we will get once we go and we use what? That comprehensive download, which will include camel and rest of the utility. This is more or less to manage what? Your ActiveMQ.
Yeah, but my question was, Niranjan, like even with the latest thing that you, just with the ActiveMQ only, you started 2 containers.
Yeah, 2 instances.
2 instances. Yeah. Then using the same management console for the ActiveMQ.
Obviously, yes.
You can be able to see everything,
yes,
right?
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's what I was asking about.
Yeah, everything, because this is ActiveMQ profile. So whatever ActiveMQ instances you create, whatever brokers you create, you can view it from here, because it goes and reads.
You need to add it, I think, right? It doesn't come up automatically. You need to add it, right?
If it is running, it will come automatically, right?
Okay.
Because this is a web application which goes and reads. Okay, so if you see, it is reading from here. So this is what is data directory and all. It will read it, because as of now only one broker is there which is running. That is AMQ. Okay.
Yeah, right now
you
only
are
one.
Running more brokers.
Yes.
It will get added. Yes, only one broker is running. Okay. So we'll see configuration of brokers. We will see how actually bridging is done between 2 brokers and all also. But today I'll just tell you how to actually, what all you have to download so that you are ready to download. Right. Now, apart from downloading AMQ, you need to also download comprehensive JBoss Fuse. And that also you will get it from the same place. Only thing is, you will not go with AMQ, you will go with JBoss Fuse. Here you have, I have already downloaded. You have this here, JBoss Fuse and all. In this, if you see, I'll go to Xcard. You have Camel and you have Apache CX step also.
I think there is a lot of lag.
This is a comprehensive one which actually you have to download. So once you download, you will have in this also. Yeah, I'll go with.
Yeah, there is a lot of lag. It's like your screen's like you're not. It's breaking.
Okay. So what I'll do is I will. Have you received the blog?
Yes. He created the blog for me.
Okay. Fine. So he has shared with you. Can you just give me the URL of the blog so that I can upload this material right away?
1 second. Yeah, let's do that.
You can at least download this and start.
Give me that thing. Training me. I've shared that with you.
Okay, good. Let me go and upload it in front of you only. It will be fine tomorrow onwards because I'll be at my desk today. Only I was about to return back, but I thought it will be late by the time I will reach. So I stayed back for this session.
Yeah. I think I need the prerequisites. I mean, in JBoss Fuse, there is one requisites, I think.
Yeah, all that I'm uploading it.
Okay.
That entire document only I'm uploading. So
Yeah, the JBoss Fuse, what is that? Fuse 6.0, Fuse session.
So I'll just tell you what all to download so that at least you're ready with the download and move past.
Yeah,
you can use that virtual image. You can download it from the link which I will send you. Yeah, that link I will send you. I will have to just locate it where it is.
Also, I need that, Niranjan, I need that, the way to download that JBoss Fuse.
Yeah, it's there. No, in the PPT itself, it is there.
You have a link there?
Yeah. We have a link there. See,
Let me show
I have just added it.
Oh, okay.
I've added it. See.
I don't see the screen. It's stuck.
Yeah, that's what to download. You see, I'll wait for that screen. I have also specified user ID and password, so you need that register again.
Yeah.
You are able to see now, right?
Still, it is uploading screen. I can see there is a lot of, it's very slow. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we should, just wait so that at least confirmation is there that we have the required resource which you have to download.
Okay, download.
It's there on the slide. What to download? Download all. If you see here, Red Hat JBoss. You have to just click on that.
Go to the one screen. Go to the slide 3. Slide 3. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Not this one. Not this one.
Okay.
Not the. You had a prerequisite, right? Can you go to that slide 1 second, Niranjan?
Fine. So this is what you have to. It's there in that. It's there in that. I'll show you. You have where I have specified Java 7 and all, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's what I wanted to find out.
See here. Installation prerequisite. JBoss AMQ Fuse runtime platform needs Java 6, 200 MB of free disk and 2 GB of RAM.
See, this is the link I was talking about. JBoss AMQ Fuse runtime platform. What is that runtime thing? Where do I get that?
No, see this download link which you have seen, right? That will download you the zip file. Once you extract it, it automatically have the JBoss AMQ Fuse runtime, right?
Oh, okay.
This is the platform which you're downloading.
Okay. And also the Java needs to be installed. I mean, the virtual machine, whatever you're going to send me the link, it has a Java installed already, or maybe I need to.
No, Java is not installed on that. What you have to do is, if you want to install Java, I'm writing here itself on Ubuntu, because that's what is the image which you will download.
Yes.
On Ubuntu, you can go to
wget, I think. On Ubuntu.
apt-get. I'll pass on that document also to you once you are there. I'll pass on that Java installation, but I need to know which image you have downloaded. You just keep the download ready of your virtual machine. We will set it up on your system as well.
Okay.
Okay. So because there we have to even download SSH and all. So I'll show you how actually you can configure SSH on Linux.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so this material is uploaded. Tomorrow you will not face this lag.
Yeah, please.
We'll continue.
Only I cannot make it up.
You will not face because I'm there out with the client's place, and it's almost 200 kilometers from Bangalore. You know Mysore, right?
Oh, you were in Mysore?
Yeah, and from Mysore it is again some 40 kilometers out. So the signal issue is there, and they don't have a powerful Wi-Fi here. Okay, so tomorrow we will continue from here, where my objective will be to install comprehensive JBoss Fuse, so that we can start up with development environment. See, 3 steps are there. One is this, second is comprehensive, and then development environment. So let's do all installation by tomorrow, so that we can start up with development. Okay.
So, Niranjan, you will be sending me that link for virtual machine, right? So I'll just get it ready and I'll download all that.
I'll send you.
Okay.
I'm just locating it. I'll send you in a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what is the time tomorrow? At what time you want to do? You want to do at shall we do it around like 6 o'clock at 6 p.m. something like that?
6 p.m. Yeah, that is fine. Yeah.
6 p.m. EST is fine, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, Niranjan, don't miss the things, man. This, I mean, I need a like.
I will not. I will not miss it now onwards. So my top priority now.
Yeah.
Okay. If you see, this is what is Ubuntu I have. Let me see if I get it in README.
Yeah, let's see if you have something there. That's
Yeah, I got it.
Ubuntu 13.04. It's traffic tool that not VMware.
So traffictool.net VMware is the page, huh?
Traffic tool.
I have typed it on the chat box.
Yeah, I will add it to the document also in case, just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the one I downloaded too.
No, you might have not. You downloaded Cloudera.
No, I have 2 images. So I have, this is the place I downloaded. Yeah, this is the one I downloaded. Right now, if you see, I have Ubuntu 12.04 tools. I mean, I think I remember this site. Yeah, it's a 1 gig actually. I downloaded the 12.04 version. This is good, man. Actually, this is pretty good. It's neat and it has everything installed.
Yeah.
Traffictool.net. Yeah. You want to see my screen? I mean, I'll show you.
Yeah, I'll make you presenter once.
Okay.
You are the presenter now.
Yeah. So this is the one who went to 12.04 tools.
Yeah. You have to share your screen.
You're not seeing? Oh, yeah.
You have not shared.
Yeah, I did it now. You can see that, right?
Yeah, this is fine.
Nah, it's running now. So right now this is Ubuntu 12.04. I think this is the one I might have downloaded.
That is also fine. We can work with this also.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. If you want me to download the latest one, 13, right?
Yeah, that's better because it will come with the latest plugins. In the sense,
So
latest
which one you want me to download out of this? I have 13.04. This one?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine, right? I'm gonna download that one. So we both can be in sync at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is the console?
Go to dashboard. Control Alt T key you can press.
Control Alt. Okay. Yeah, terminal. So
it will not have Java. Just write Java minus version.
Yeah, it's running. You see that? That's 1.0. That's what we needed, right?
Yeah, fine.
That's running actually.
Yeah, fine.
Where is
it will be there in USR.
this command is correct. WH, where is Java?
Which Java? Where is Java will not work here. Which Java you write?
Which it's a user bin Java. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I need to do the install updates, I think. No? Right?
Not required as of now. Why?
So can I keep the same version or shall we go with the 13.04? We'll go with the 13.04.
We can go with that also. Otherwise, this is also fine. There is no much difference. You have Java installed, right? Fine.
Yeah, this has the Java install. Okay.
Yeah, in this image only you download those MQ and all.
Okay.
JBoss MQ.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Kishore, we'll meet tomorrow. Tomorrow our objective is comprehensive JBoss tools need to be installed on our system and we need to have development environment set up.
Okay. And one quick question. You want me to create a folder under user?
Yeah, under current user only you do it. Don't create user and all.
Okay, yeah. Just under current user only I do that.
Yes. Now benefit of 13 is is what you know. You can log in as root user also.
Okay, then I'll.
In case of 12.04, you will not have root user access. In the sense, it is hidden in JBoss in Ubuntu. But 13.04 onwards, they provided you facility of root user also.
Okay.
That's what is the benefit. Sometimes some softwares need root user access.
So what is the 13.04? They gave you the password, username, and the password for.
Yeah, it's there. It's the same user as password. For root also, it is the same thing. Password.
What is that? It's a root or password?
No, root password.
Okay, root password.